Let's understand barriers of active listening. While understanding or explaining job-related tasks, the skill of active listening is an essential process. Whether it is a workplace or at a gathering, whatever the speaker speaks, to listen and understand it is expected of us. However, there isn't anything which does not have barriers, and thus active listening too has its own barriers. In active listening, one can primarily face two barriers: one, direct hurdles, and two, indirect or mental hurdles. Firstly, let us understand direct barriers. Too much noise. When two people are talking to each other and there is a lot of noise around them, it becomes an obvious hurdle which blocks our listening. We cannot understand it at all. When too many sounds hit our ears at the same time, the brain fails to understand the actual message in the conversation. Neither can it interpret the meaning. That is why too many sounds or too much noise around us can prove as a primary barrier in active listening. To speak in an inaudible or loud voice. When a speaker is speaking in a very low volume, even if you desire to listen actively, your desire will never get fulfilled. It is the same scenario when a speaker is speaking very loudly. A loud speech is unbearable to the ears, and neither any information or joy is obtained from it. And after some time, the listener starts getting restless. Faulty appliances. Communication only happens between two people one-to-one is not true. It can also be one-to-many, as in a public speech. Telephonic communication between two or more people is also considered a way of communication. At such a time, for our voice to reach someone, we require electronic gadgets like microphone, speakers, or phones. If any of these appliances get faulty, then the voice does not reach its audience, thus proving as a barrier. Repeated distractions. Communication can be happening in any form, but when either speaker or listener is getting distracted repeatedly, it will create a barrier in active listening. Isn't that true? And any kind of disturbance in communication is a barrier. For example, frequent questioning, mobile ringing or notifications, music playing in the background, or unnecessary sound are a few examples of things which can cause distraction. Environment and situation. Active listening is an activity of conversation. It includes speaker and listener both. It needs concentration to listen to what the speaker is saying. In case either the speaker or the listener is not in a comfortable position, for example, they do not have a proper place to stand or sit, then it becomes difficult. And then the speaker or listener gets disturbed and cannot concentrate on what is spoken. The same rule applies to environment. In the place of conversation, too much heat or cold or even foul smell can become a barrier in the activity of active listening. Over-information or uninterested audience. Let's understand this point. A speaker and an audience is connected with a major factor, which is subject. What is the age of the audience sitting in front of me? And to what strata of the society they belong to? Without the knowledge of these factors, if the speaker continued to give information, then the listener would not be interested in listening to it. That is, leave alone active listening, normal listening activity too may not happen. Now let's see what all indirect or mental barriers can exist. Health-related factors. It is very important to be in a good health to perform any activity. And yes, even for active listening. Active listening not only involves the ears, interpretation of message, facial expressions, voice tone, and emotions attached to words contribute highly in understanding the message well. But sometimes, with less than normal health, a person cannot concentrate and perform well. And this is a mental barrier. Attention deficit. Does this not sound like a familiar cause? Whether urban or rural sectors, you can find easy ways of distractions everywhere, and we are used to living with them. Either on WhatsApp or other social networks, any kind of notification received is enough to divert our attention. There can be many other reasons that can distract us, which become a mental barrier in the process of active listening. Fear and inferiority complex. Getting scared creates fear. And when you consider yourself worthless for doing anything is known as inferiority complex. These reasons are obviously detrimental for anything. The main objective of listening is basically gathering information, seeking knowledge, entertainment, etc. But in the presence of any fear or inferiority complex, the objective won't be achieved. Individual disposition. When the speaker is imparting knowledge or giving information or entertaining, but if the audience does not feel like receiving any of it, then it will be considered as the listener's drawback. This attitude of not receiving any knowledge or information, or that I know better than speaker, or only I have all the knowledge, such an attitude will never be a ladder to success. Presupposition. About certain speakers, we have certain preconceived notions. The speaker talks in a particular way, he talks positively, or he talks negatively. I know it all, and this is known as presupposition. This can be an indirect or mental barrier.